We have been through a dark night, and many of us are still experiencing it. What have we learned through our suffering that can truly evolve us, that can help us unfold a new story, both individually and collectively, as the old story is what led us to the dark night? In this time that is a rebirth after a death, this season that Rumi describes as the time when the dead branch and the green branch are the same branch. There's this possibility for us to emerge out of our cocoons, our seclusion, responsibly, and to truly integrate what we've learned in the service of what we believe in. And the only way to really integrate is to embody what we've learned, to embody our gifts. And we're entering a new era ruled by the air elements with the opportunity to experience the energetic realms of our existence much more readily. Experience a lighter, much less dense physicality, a time of quick manifestation. So it's really important. It's really important, I feel, to clear ourselves of unnecessary density and lighten our load, if you will, so that we can come to know our strength and weakness, to come to know ourselves fully, what our purpose is, what our power is, what our love is, what our light is. And it's so important to know our knowing. And this knowing is no longer enough to know with the head. The knowing needs to be with our whole being. So my intention with Radiant Embodiment is to activate this kind of knowing for you. So you can step into being fully human, anthropos, insane kamel, fully human, a radiant, loving being, which is our birthright. And of course, so with that comes the ability to ground and center yourself, to access exuberance when you need it, a soothing balm of healing when that is needed, to help you build your capacity to be strong, to be resilient, to be flexible, to be loving and compassionate, energized, juicy, fit, and creative. Becoming a light on to your own, experiencing your light body. And all of that begins with finding ease with what is right in your own skin, finding the temple within. I feel one of the gifts of the pandemic and the seclusion we have been in, which to me has been a khalwat, a spiritual retreat, as the Sufis call it, is to find the temple within, this holiest of holy. And we will journey into the body temple. In each of the modules will focus on one of the chakras, the anatomy and physiology of some of the corresponding parts of the body. Our body is just miraculous, and there's so many aspects. And we will get into some of the anatomy and physiology corresponding with the chakras, loosen any armor we may be wearing through moving with awareness, through inquiry, and through using acupoints. We'll also explore the psycho-emotional aspects of the chakras and how they manifest in our body. We'll journey into some of the feminine archetypes that correspond to each chakra and dance to embody their quality as a way to come into the fullness of ourselves. And woven into all this is the Sufi and Taoist teachings, as well as quantum physics for lay people like myself. The sessions will be a balance between guided movement and freestyle, letting your own movement and dance emerge and flower. That is both healing, opening, and liberating for you. Giving a lot of attention to that actually in these series, to opening your own dance that brings you into fullness. And we will break into smaller groups to dance together, to witness one another, and to share. And we've also come together as in a bigger group in a community circle bi-weekly, where we will also share and listen to presentations by our community members on the theme of the module. These sessions will be live on Zoom, and the recordings will be available within 24 hours after, and the recordings will be yours to keep permanently, which is different from our previous courses where where people had access to sessions for a limited time. These you will have forever. And the series works for all bodies, all ages above 15, and all genders. And what I've been really reflecting on deeply that I wrote in the intro to the course page, and this is what I will end this section with, is that as long as we're in a body, we're meant to be embodied. And whether we do it now or tomorrow or next week or next year, it's something we need to do and something we need to be. There's really no other way around it. We're meant to be in our bodies consciously, at ease with what is, regardless of any pain or limitation. And all of us have that to some degree. But can we be at ease with what is, regardless of that? And the time is now. The time is now. There's no better time than now to come home to yourself with love.